visit, watch the match, and leave, but one where they also get to experience the city at large. And you know, there were many years ago, the New York Times actually did a map of New York City for the World Cup, where they recommended cafes and restaurants and bars that you could go to depending on which team you wanted to watch. And I went to so many of them, and it reintroduced me to the same city that I'd loved for so long. And yet, going to a Ghanaian restaurant in the Bronx, going to a Chilean cafe in Queens, it showed me parts of my city that I hadn't known. We have that same opportunity today. Yeah. Oh, hello! Sanchez and Co. We are very lucky to be joined by an incredible city councilwoman and soon to be an incredible city councilman.
All right, we'll take one more. No question. Well, I'll ask you another.
Keep it going, Gloria.
Free shot, Gloria. Go ahead.
I want to get your. I don't know. I know you. The campaign has put out a response to the most recent poll, but just to hear from you directly, what do you think it says about the state of the race? Also, want to get your reaction. I know we've heard from the campaign, but about the meeting that took place yesterday between Andrew Cuomo and so many of the city's real estate interests, trying to come up with a plan to quote unquote stop you. It seems like you've made some gains in the polls. Talk a little bit about that.
You know, New Yorkers are hungry for a different kind of politics. They are hungry for a politics that puts working people first. And we saw that over the course of the primary, where we went from 1% in the polls to winning that race by 13 points with the most votes in New York City primary history. And we're seeing that right now, where our message continues to be, whether we're talking about soccer or whether we're talking about rent, is how do we put working people before the greed of corporations? How do we ensure that New Yorkers can not only afford to live and survive in their city, but also to enjoy their city? And we know that with these 8 weeks left to go, that there is still a lot of work to be done. And I was sharing earlier that we're proud of the fact that we now have more than 60,000 volunteers. We're proud of the fact that we estimate we will get to 90,000 volunteers, and that we've seen every single weekend more and more joining us as they knock on more doors and make more phone calls to make it clear to New Yorkers that politics doesn't have to be what they see today, with reports of Andrew Cuomo meeting with real estate developers behind closed doors, all with the intent of how to stop me. It can be more than Andrew Cuomo calling Donald Trump and asking him to intervene in this race. It can be more than people with some of the most power in the world having conversations only about themselves with no thought at all as to the people that they're supposed to serve. It can be about the people that are alongside me. And I'm proud to stand alongside leaders who have shown that for so long, who have shown their ability, their willingness, and the results that they can actually achieve when they put those people first. And I'm excited as to what we can achieve, not only with these sets of demands, but also with our campaign to finally deliver the New York City that New Yorkers deserve.
Thank you guys so much.